The story of Walthamstow history. Famous people and who lives there in 2025. Welcome to Walthamstow, a neighborhood with deep roots, rich culture, and a unique story that stretches from Saxon times all the way to modern-day London. Walthamstow's history is a tale of transformation. It all began as a small Saxon settlement, a quiet farming community surrounded by forest clearings. In fact, Walthamstow was first recorded in the Domesday Book of 1086 with just 82 residents. Back then, it was made up of 4 tiny villages, linked by rough tracks, with wide open spaces and dense woodlands all around. For centuries, Walthamstow remained rural, a peaceful escape from the growing city. But everything changed in the 19th century. The arrival of the Great Eastern Railway in 1869–70 sparked a wave of urbanization. The fields and farmlands quickly disappeared, replaced by terraced streets and busy railway stations. Walthamstow became a popular place for Londoners looking for homes outside the city centre. At the same time, the construction of 10 reservoirs between 1863 and 1904 transformed the landscape even further. These reservoirs, built to supply fresh water to London, would eventually become part of the beautiful Walthamstow Wetlands, now one of Europe's largest urban nature reserves and a peaceful retreat for both people and wildlife. By the early 20th century, Walthamstow had grown into a busy residential and industrial hub. It became part of the municipal borough of Walthamstow, and later, in 1865, was officially merged with Chingford and Leighton to create the London borough of Waltham Forest. But Walthamstow isn't just about growth in buildings, it's about people, culture, and creativity. One of Walthamstow's most famous residents was William Morris, the world-renowned designer, writer, and political thinker. Born here in 1834, Morris went on to become a key figure in the arts and crafts movement. And his ideas about beauty, craft, and social justice still inspire people today. His former home is now the William Morris Gallery, a must-visit cultural landmark that proudly tells his story. It's home to Europe's longest outdoor street market, Walthamstow Market, which first opened in 1885. Walthamstow has always been a place where art and music flourish. Even now, it's the heartbeat of the community, a place where you can buy everything from Caribbean spices and South Asian fabrics to street food and vintage treasures. In more recent years, Walthamstow became a key player in the grime music scene. It's the hometown of lethal Bizzle, one of the pioneers of grime, whose music carries the raw energy and pride of East London life. The famous 90s pop group East 17 also came from Walthamstow, and they even named their debut album after the area. Their music videos, filmed in local streets, made Walthamstow famous around the world. But Walthamstow isn't stuck in the past. Over the last 2 decades, it's been transformed again by a new wave of gentrification and creativity. The community has embraced change while still holding on to its working-class roots and vibrant diversity. The old factories have been replaced with craft breweries, independent coffee shops, art galleries, and street murals. So, who lives in Walthamstow in 2025? Today, Walthamstow is one of London's most diverse neighborhoods. It has a large South Asian community, with many residents of Pakistani, Bangladeshi, and Indian descent, also home to strong Afro-Caribbean communities who have helped shape the cultural identity of the area for generations. Walthamstow has a growing Eastern European population, who moved in during the 2000s and have since become an essential part of the community, and craft beer pubs, all side by side. In recent years, it's attracted young professionals, artists, and creatives drawn to its buzzing art scene. Green spaces, and excellent transport links. The streets of Walthamstow reflect this diversity. You'll find Turkish bakeries, Polish supermarkets, Caribbean restaurants, South Asian sweet shops, vegan cafes. It's a place where different cultures, generations, and lifestyles mix effortlessly. In present, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories from London's most iconic neighborhoods. One of Walthamstow's most loved spots is the Walthamstow Wetlands, a stunning natural reserve where locals come to relax, birdwatch, or just enjoy a quiet walk away from the city noise. Walthamstow's story is one of constant evolution. It's a neighborhood that has welcomed change while never losing its heart. Whether you're here for the street art, the buzzing market, the music, the food, or the people, Walthamstow will always have something to offer. If you've enjoyed this journey through Walthamstow's past, and if you have your own memories of Walthamstow, I'd love to hear them. Share them in the comments below.